At long last, the suffering is finally over, or at least the end of an era, or whatever you want to say. The New Mutants has finally arrived on DVD. Hey everyone, Joe here from Action X. Welcome. Sorry, my throat is acting up today. I don't have COVID, it's just acting up. Yeah, here it is. New Mutants. Yay. I'm sorry if I just sound very uninterested, because here's the thing, this movie, oh man, it's been a journey. It kind of is lackluster that this is the way the journey ends. That I distinctly remember I was in school at my university when the first teaser came out, and I was fairly legitimately kind of curious on the movie because it was very different. It was an X-Men, it was a Mutants film in the context of a horror theme story. You got Arya, I believe, from Game of Thrones. You have, I forgot the name, the guy from Stranger Things. A really decent, solid young cast, and a fairly different setting than the last X-Men movies have been. And then this has constantly been delayed, pushed back, delayed. Then COVID happened. Then it got delayed again, and then it finally got a very soft theater release wherever theaters were open. I feel bad because honestly, this movie should have deserved at least a decent chance to be able to perform. And I still remember promising George that we would eventually see the movie in theaters, and now that it's out, I guess we're just gonna have to sit and watching it in my living room at some point in the future. So let's take a look. I'm gonna open up the plastic. I haven't done it yet. I legitimately went into a Target yesterday and I saw it in the stand and I'm like, huh, I forgot that was gonna come out. I honestly thought that they were going to save it until COVID was like officially over. Theaters were about to be back open, and then this was gonna have a chance, and it didn't. It just said fuck it, go straight to DVD and Blu-ray and 4K Ultra. It has a 4K Ultra HD release date, which actually is surprising, but you know what? I've seen weirder things. So we have the poster. I'll give it credit though. This is not the theatrical release poster. I haven't seen this poster yet. This is a original poster for the home media cover. I will give them credit. Side profile. I think the logo is very interesting. It isn't like very cinematic. It's just very crude, but that makes sense with the context of this movie. And literally for the first time in like so long, there is no reviews for this movie. There just isn't. It's just based on the Marvel comics. That's basically it. And there's no special features. It's just the movie. So I basically spent $20 for just the movie. And don't get me wrong, I'm fairly fine supporting it. I'm very distraught that I didn't realize that it did not receive any sort of special thing. And to solidify, this is Disney. It has a Disney's Movie Insider Club, which is so weird that an X-Men movie, I mean, this, of course, obviously, we're still going to get proper X-Men movies in the MCU at some point in the future. But it's just so weird to already get that. And yeah, that's it. That's the movie. And usually I would talk about what I thought of the movie, but I haven't seen the movie because, yes, I did have some theaters near me that were still open during the time period where like COVID was kind of going down before things were going back up again. So there were some theaters open, but I didn't necessarily go because I didn't want to take the risk to go because it was still a risk. Plus, sitting in a movie theater for 2 hours and not eating popcorn, not drinking soda, seeing this movie without anyone, fuck no, I wasn't gonna do that. So eventually, at some point down the line, me and George will watch the movie. We will talk about it independently, and then we will just move on and wait till the MCU eventually talks about it. But yeah, that's the end of the X-Men series. This is the last one, and it's so weird. I remember X-Men 1, when it came out back in 2000, it was such a big deal that this was finally going to catapult the comic book franchise to the next level. And then here's the conclusion, a very whimpering, sad defeat, because I just feel bad. I just really feel bad that they had plans for a trilogy. Sorry about that. They had a whole series planned out of ideas for this franchise, and it's over. It's over, and I'm fairly surprised. And don't get me wrong, I'm still very excited to see where the MCU will be taking the Mutants next. But until I see this movie, I have no review. I have nothing to say on the matter. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna push it any longer. I'm gonna end. I'm gonna end it there. So let me know in the comments. Did you watch the New Mutants? Let me know. I'm curious to see if anyone wants to talk about it. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like, favorite, share if you want to see more unboxings. And I'll see you guys sometime soon. Peace out.